This is In the Dirt with ASOTU.
All right, we're here at MRC Modern Retailing Conference, Brian Pash event, and hanging out with our new friend, Virginia Clark. And Virginia has been a part of a lot of the creative course here that we've been doing. And you are in Tyler, Texas.
Yes.
And is your title marketing director? We didn't really ask that.
Or I have a lot of different titles, man.
You said the first time you were like, I wear this hat 1 minute and then another hat and then another hat.
Exactly. Social media content, website management, special events, community involvement. I call it like a yes sir, yes ma'am job. Whatever they ask me to do, I'm going to roll with it. I'm a graphic designer as well, so that's kind of how it all started out.
Okay.
Working for them, I was doing graphics and following up with internet customers for them, and saw this whole...
Those are two very different things.
I know, it's...
Right. I was just working on graphics and following up with all the internet customers.
Yeah, well, I saw a hole because nobody was managing the website or the social media, so I got in with this internet job and went to my boss and was like, you have enough people on your team to like manage these leads and follow up with them. Why don't I do this instead? And so it just kind of evolved from that.
So you came in as like an internet sales or BDC type rep, or
more of like a BDC. Like I just called customers all day long. That's all I did, and hoped they answered.
and then you've evolved by kind of making a role for yourself, and then that's expanded, and people are like, that's the thing you could do, and you could also, and blah blah blah.
Yeah, a lot like how Nate did it too.
Yeah, that's really cool. So how long have you been with the group at this point?
You're talking about Nate Grecklick from Mohawk?
Yes. Let's see, in April it'll be 11 years.
Wow.
Oh, man.
First job out of college.
Legit.
I didn't know what that was called. First job out of college? What did you study?
Art history and graphic design.
There you go.
I was either going to be a teacher or I was going to make some money.
Or work at a car dealer. Oh, man. If we had a nickel for every time, be like, so how did you start in the auto industry? Well, I went to art school.
Art school. Yeah, I was a music major in college.
Yeah, creativity. I mean, it works in the auto dealership, really.
Yeah, it absolutely does.
So tell us about your day-to-day. Like, what type of stuff are you doing? Like, I know you said it's a yes sir, yes ma'am job, but like, in your ideal world, where you're focusing on the things where you think you can make the biggest impact, what are you doing?
Man, they're so good to me. They make my schedule just really flexible. But day to day in the mornings, I answer all my emails, follow up with my website providers of any ongoing projects or any graphics projects that I have going on. COVID, actually, I kind of stopped with the graphic design stuff because there was nothing to market, but it's picking back up. So I'll probably do all that from home, and then around 10:30, 11, I go to the store. I check in with the managers, check in with my senior manager, talk to our delivery team. They're pretty good content creators for me because they know all of the ins and outs of the vehicles, and they know our customers and our customer base. So
got a little squad going.
Got a little squad. So so what are you kind of like a one-of-one type in the marketing persona, or are there other people? Yeah,
it's only me, man.
Tell us about your store. Like, what do you sell? What's the volume like?
Oh, we're a machine. We are super well managed. Our general sales manager has been there for over 25 years.
Wow.
Our fixed ops manager has been there for over 10 years. We sell probably about 400, 500 cars a month.
That's a couple.
Just a couple few. That's one of the biggest stores in the country.
We're really well managed. I mean, our
awesome.
team is just incredible. We have great sales managers. We have great, service writers and great management over in the fixed areas. So it's all about personnel. Mm-hmm. We're what you would say like in a more rural market.
Okay.
About 100,000 people within the city, about 300,000 people within the county or, surrounding area. Mm-hmm. And we're the biggest store. We're probably we are the biggest Toyota store sales-wise between Dallas and Shreveport.
So what is your blast radius? Like, how far out do you sell? From the center of where the store is?
From the center?
Not like the one-offs and two-offs, but like if I live 50 miles away, am I still going to buy a car from you?
Yeah, for sure.
How about 100 miles away?
No, because then you'd be in Dallas.
Okay. Okay.
But the competitive edge that we have over Dallas right now with the inflation and the markups and everything, we're not charging $10,000 over MSRP.
So that market adjustment not being there.
We have one, but it includes with like a warranty that goes with it. So it's,
it's not just because it's expensive.
Right. Like we make sure and add features in there, like, key replacements within a year, paintless dent repair.
You pay more, but there's a value prop on the other side.
Exactly.
Do you make any content that is just talking about the brand? Because you said we have a great store, we have great managers, we have great people, it's a great culture. You're obviously a machine pumping out 400 or 500 a month. Do you talk about the culture of the store and your stuff?
We try to. I try to, especially with community involvement. So, we're used to having 300 cars on our front lot. We're at the second busiest intersection in the entire county. I mean, everybody knows where we are, and they see our empty lot. So we're like, well, what are we going to do with this empty lot? We just decided to invite food trucks out.
Hey.
Oh, that's
so
great.
they get the visual.
Yep.
They get all the advertising. They're on the set. We're the only car dealership where we are on that side of the highway. You got to keep going down a ways. So I just
all the drive-by traffic, seeing
all
the
the drive-by
trucks lined
traffic,
up.
yeah. And so like even Halloween, we did a trunk or treat, and all the departments decorated a trunk, and we opened it up to the public. Just like a safe place for kids to come and trick or treat, get some free candy, and then they can go trick or treat with their parents. Something easy like that. So we try to do little projects like that within the community that just show that we're good people. We're just like you. We've got kids too. We have jobs too.
Yeah.
So
Oh, that's really cool.
that's kind of the approach I take to it.
What is the biggest thing you're challenging yourself, or the store is challenging itself with, headed into this next year right now?
Oh, my challenge is being more creative in this content and pushing myself, because
I'd love to hear that.
you get a lot of feedback, and a lot of it's negative. You get a lot of pushback, and I can be pretty timid about that right now. So
Yeah. No, I understand. So you're saying like you make something and suggest it and maybe put it out into the world, and then all this unsolicited feedback starts to come in.
yeah, or we have a manager meeting about it, and I have an idea, and then they're like, no, it's not going to work. That'll never happen.
Yeah.
And we've tried different things within the dealership. We had a concert series for a couple of years. Started out with a huge bang and just kind of trickled down after that. So, you try and you fail, and that's okay, and you move on.
Yeah.
I think with me, video is going to be the biggest thing I need to work on, this, getting creative with it. Because we post a lot of customer pictures, community involvement, and things like that. But I need to get better about the day-to-day aspect of the dealership and showing people who we are, what we do, and how we really appreciate our customers.
Well, it sounds like a target-rich environment, because you were like, I got a great sales management team, I got great advisors, I've got amazing delivery specialists, and so you just got a target-rich environment. I'm really excited to see we're gonna follow the account.
Yeah, we are.
I really do feel like the weak link at the store sometimes.
Oh,
so we'll see.
Look, that's a little something we all call imposter syndrome.
Yeah.
Right? And even in the car business, but let me just tell you, there are not a lot of people that get to do what you do, and there's certainly not a lot of people who can be articulate and passionate about it. So I want to throw that credibility your way.
Well, thank you. I adore my job. I love where I work. I love my Classic and Mercedes family. It's an incredible place to work, and I have a 2-year-old, so having this job, flexibility, and schedule, it's like cha-ching.
Well, it sounds like you've already won.
So it's good.
Well, Virginia, thank you so much for taking some time with us, hanging out, being a part of the creative track, and sitting down in the dirt with ASOTU. And
on your very
can't wait to
first
see what you-
podcast.
First podcast
I know, it's my very
ever.
first
You
one.
crushed it.
That's great.
Well, thank you for that,
Sounds
guys.
good. Thanks for watching this episode of In the Dirt with ASOTU. If you're new to our channel, make sure and mash that like and subscribe button. Also, check out some of these links for our other great podcasts and content.